Hello everyone, this is my review of set 75292, the Razor Crest. This set has 1,023 pieces, and before it retired in 2023, it retailed for $140. Let's get into it. Also, at the recording of this, it is almost 2024, so yeah, it's about to retire, so I don't know an aftermarket value, so I have to excuse that. Our first minifigure, well, I guess character up is Baby Yoda, or I guess, in this time, by the release of this, they did not know it was Grogu, so they just called it the child, and we have the child here, or I guess Baby Yoda as I'm going to call him, and he has the regular baby piece down there at the bottom, and then we have the head there, which is rubberized, so you don't break anything, and we can spin his head around 360 degrees if you like. Our next minifigure is Din Djarin, and this is not the one that came in the $650 Razor Crest UCS, of course, and it had a different head, print for the helmet. It actually had the head, which at this time, they did not have the head for the Mandalorian, so that's definitely a bummer, but we did have a black head, and we had this helmet for the Mandalorian only came in this set and the AT-ST Raider of, I believe, the same year. And we do have some nice leg printing, though, and some nice torso printing. He has a gray cape, which we can lift up to see some back printing there. And that looks really nice. And nothing too special about him. He has his sniper right here, which, of course, we can see can vaporize people. And that's definitely a great thing, you know? Our next minifigure is Greef Karga. We see he has some dark red legs here, which I don't believe these will crack because in the early years of LEGO, they had a problem with this, where these pieces would crack because of the dye they were using, but I do not believe that is the case anymore, so thankfully I can move his legs reassuredly. If they crack, I am probably not going to upload this video. But anyway, hopefully you all see this, and we have some dual blasters here. He has no arm printing, he just has like some short beige arms, I guess. He has some nice printing for the torso there, and some nice back printing. He has a nice smile with his mustache there, and he has a frown with his mustache there. He has, like, this stubble face hair, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, he has his dual blasters, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Our next character is IG-11, and he looks really nice. He has gray Battle Droid legs, gray Battle Droid torso, and gray Battle Droid arms. He has a blaster there. On the back, he actually has a little backpack for his sniper rifle. That's pretty cool. He has a little attachment with like a claw and a cone piece for his printed head here. That looks really nice, and nothing much can be said about him. Our next minifigure is the last one, but it is a great one. It is the Scout Trooper. Now, LEGO has been doing a great job with these, and of course, that is the helmet. We can see it is dual molded, and it really does look good for the Scout Trooper. It is great for what we see in all the movies, and it really does look good. As you can see, he has like this nice face here. He has some great waist, leg, and torso printing. He has some nice back printing, and he just has some black arms in this circumstance, which, for whatever reason, I don't know. He has no feet printing, and he does look good, though. He has a nice blaster, and there is no included speeder for him, so he just has himself to take on the Mandalorian and his friends. Looking at the Razor Crest, it really does look nice. We have a great mix of tile and studded everything. It looks good. We have the boosters up here, which have a weird design to make them look good, but it does look good. And at the back, we have some thrust on either sides. The only way these are held in are just by some Technic pieces here. You can see how that works in the inside of there. That, of course, does not come off. That's no storage or anything. That just popped off, and we can pop it back in like that. Of course, in play, you're not really going to be popping that off. I just wanted to show you all that. Anyway, at the back, we can see I'm actually missing a stud. I'll replace that. It's no big deal. It's just a gray stud. Anyway, we can lift this down, and I'll show you what's inside in a second. At the front, we have a bunch of stickers all over this to get these nice stripes, these like beige stripes over here. We can see a little bit of beige there. There's some more on the top I can show you right there. And we have the cannons at the front that look really good. They look nice there. And at the front, we have a little design here that just really makes it pop, you know? So at the front, we have a printed piece for the cockpit, which we can pull away here. And right here, we have a control panel that is printed. And we can actually put some of our minifigures in here. We can put Din Djarin right here, and we can put Greef Karga right behind him. Now, of course, there is the question of the Mandalorian's sniper, and if you actually pull this piece away, you can, and we're going to move Greef Karga because that takes up too much space, but we can pull this forward, and you can see some clips in there, and that is where we can clip in the Mandalorian's weapon. And that's pretty good storage there, and of course we can put Baby Yoda in Mando's lap. They left enough space for that. That looks good. And of course we're going to put Greef Karga back here again, if we can. There we go. And yeah, so we can close that up nicely, and all our minifigures fit in nice and snug. Now up top we have these pieces here, which if we push these down, those are our spring-loaded missiles. That looks nice. We can reload those easily, or we can pull down this side, and there are actually some clips for our spring-loaded missiles to go. Now we have, that's the extra one down there, and that is that one there. And we actually have another one on the other side that we can also store in here. Now, otherwise, you could just put them in the spring-loaded shooters, and this could be just like weapon storage. But I don't really like to fire mine off, so it's nice to have a place to store them. As you can see, Baby Yoda is flying around, so we're just going to take him out of there. On this side, however, we have some studs and a cheese slope wedge thingy. And that is where we can put a minifigure to sleep. We could put our Scout Trooper, but of course, I guess he's like a spy. Or what I'm going to do, we have some studs, and we can place Baby Yoda on there. Now, we can lift open the doors on both sides, and that looks good. Before we go into the interior, I just want to show you the back here. We have the feet out, and of course, these cannot retract like they do in the show, but they're just like stationary, and that's really cool. At the back, we can see we can pull this down, and on this side, we actually have some people in carbonite like we see in the show. That looks really nice. We have two different people. We have like this pirate, and then we have like this scoundrel, I'm guessing. And they just fit nice and snugly. There's like a little tile that they stay on, and it's somewhat difficult to put them on there, if I might say. And at the back, we can put IG-11, not IG-88. That was his predecessor. And we can set him on there, nice and snugly. His head does bump into the ceiling, but that's fine. We can, of course, open the ramp just like this, and we can close it with IG-8. I keep saying 88 because it's just, I'm just prone to do that, but, you know, IG-11, sorry. Anyway, looking at it, we have a bunch more stud room, which we could take, like, Greef Karga and put in here, but I'm just going to show you, we can just put a Scout Trooper in there, but of course he does not belong in there, so he's going to go. Although, somewhere where we can put him is above, we have an escape pod. Now, there are some grips here, so you can pull that away. We can see there's a nice red jumper to show you where that is. And we can pull this away, and we're actually going to put our Scout Trooper in here, because he's an Imperial, so they want to get rid of him. And we can set him in here like so. And his blaster can, I believe, fit in really nicely. Okay, well, actually, his blaster cannot fit in nicely, but we're going to have to move him there. And we can set him in like so. That looks really nice there. We have some studs he goes on, and his helmet peeks through this hole up here. And now they're going to launch this Scout Trooper way off into space. Overall, I must say, for $140, this was a great set. If you were a fan of The Mandalorian or the Razor Crest, this would not be a bad pickup at all. That's going to wrap up today's review. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.